The on-screen keyboard is another accessibility feature available on the Chromebooks. You can find it by clicking the time, accessibility, and scrolling down and toggling on on-screen keyboard. This will put an icon on your shelf. When you click the icon, it will bring up the on-screen keyboard. Let's go into a Google document and use the on-screen keyboard. Once I'm in the document, I can reopen the keyboard. The keyboard is just like your regular physical keyboard, except it's on your screen. To make it disappear, you click this little picture of the keyboard with the down arrow in the bottom right-hand corner. At any time, you can close and open the keyboard. Sometimes it will pop up when you go to type. There are many advantages to using the on-screen keyboard. One of them is the ability to quickly switch languages. So if you click on the world globe, it will show you what languages are available for your keyboard. You can also click on inputs and keyboard settings to choose additional languages. To quickly switch between languages, you can click the switch button, which will switch to your alternative language. So now I've turned on the French Canadian keyboard. To switch back, I click the button again, and now I'm back to English US. And you may have noticed that when I switch, the name of the language of the keyboard appears on the space bar. You can hit Control and Space on your physical keyboard to quickly change the language of your keyboard on the screen. Using a touchscreen computer, you can type on the screen the same way that you would on something like an iPad or your phone. Without a touchscreen computer, you can use your mouse to click on the keys on the keyboard. As I type, you'll notice that predictive text appears at the top of the screen. When I see the word that I'd like, I can click it and it will pop it into my writing. This tool can make typing faster for students who have difficulty with spelling. If I wanted to type in French, I might switch my language to French, and then I would see the accented letters that I might be using. For more characters and accented letters, I can click this key, which shows even more. But I'm going to continue to type in English. If I feel the keyboard is too big on my screen, because the Chromebook screens aren't very big and the keyboard does take up a lot of space, you can click this picture on the right-hand side to make the keyboard smaller and to the right of your screen. If I continue to type, I can still use the predictive text feature, even with it in the smaller size off to the side. Many students like that you can use emojis in the on-screen keyboard. There's additional emoji characters at the bottom. The clock is where you find your most recently used emojis. The clipboard houses any recent screenshots you've taken or any recent text you've copied. The scribble tool allows students to use handwriting on the screen. The handwriting tool is not currently working, but how it usually works is you can write in this white space and it will turn your handwriting into text that appears at the top of your on screen keyboard. And then you can click the text and have it insert into the document. The dictation microphone works the same as the dictation microphone that's found on your shelf. However, if you change the language to French, the microphone is also in French. Bonjour, mes amis. I can continue to dictate in French, or I can go back to using the keyboard in French. This is a great tool for MLL students to use to type in their first language and then use Google Translate to translate their writing to English to edit.